Now, China is weighing in strongly on the escalating West Asia conflict, especially the strikes on Iran. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi held a phone conversation with the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov as Beijing outlined its official position on the crisis. China's foreign ministry says it wants an immediate cessation of the military operations, a swift return to dialogue and negotiation, and joint opposition to what it calls unilateral actions. Beijing has openly criticized the United States and Israel, saying that their strikes on Iran violate international law and risk destabilizing the wider region. China says it is highly concerned about the spillover of fighting and insists that the security and territorial integrity of regional countries must be respected. It has urged all sides to halt military operations immediately and prevent further escalation. Reacting to the killing of Iran's supreme leader, the Chinese Foreign Ministry further said that Beijing firmly opposes the use of force in international relations and will work with international community to resolve the crisis through talks. China also confirmed that more than 3,000 Chinese nationals have been evacuated from Iran. Officials have again urged citizens to leave as soon as possible and confirmed that one Chinese national was killed in Tehran. And to discuss this further, I am joined by esteemed guests this afternoon. I'm joined by Ariela Rosenthal, Director of Ashod Municipality International Relations Department. Thank you so much, Ms. Ariela, for taking your time and joining me here at News 9. We are looking at very difficult times, Ms. Ariela. We're looking at the global order changing because of the war that is going on. But what is interesting is the nations that are willing to side with Iran. We're looking at the condemnation that has come from Beijing, whether China has insisted on renewing dialogue and negotiation, calling the U.S. strikes in violation of the set norm. How do you look at it, Ms. Ariela?
Well, for over the years, I'm asking the countries that are admiring the actions of Iran throughout the years, where they were when they violated the life and the going on of the people of Israel. For more than since I'm born, I know that the proxies of Iran violated through the Houthis and also through the Hezbollah and the Hamas have violated the survival of Israel. So when I look at the international community, and not only who favor in favor of Iran or trying to be on the neutral side, it's rather hypocritical to be to say such things and act in terms of international relations, when for years they are targeted, murdered, raped, and killed innocent people via direct missile launching or via the proxies of the Hamas, as the Hamas and the Hezbollah.
Absolutely, Ms. Ariela, but we are looking at a situation where it appears that no side is willing to blink first. Whether it is US and Israel or it is Iran, they're only escalating the offensive. Given the situation, then when you look at China talking to Russia and both of them are trying to put their weight behind Iran, does it embolden Iran to go ahead further and carry out strikes? Because a short while ago, we did report how oil refineries in the Middle East are being struck down in these crises. It is going to escalate as far as the oil trade is concerned, the prices of oil in these regions is concerned. It's bound to impact the consumer goods, and eventually the people at large are going to have to bear the brunt for it.
Well, if I think from my perspective, I know that I'm sure that my government and the U.S. took into context the possibilities and the outrage of entering and striking Iran. But this is not. But this is for us, for Israel. This is a war of survival. And once again, it just proves that Iran is a regime and not the people of Iran are a threat to the world. And it's not anymore just a war between Israel and Iran or the US. This is a more regional global war that has lots of implications on all. So the question must be, pointed out to Iran. They had time to negotiate and to reach an agreement with the US, but they would not, what would be now if they have a nuclear war? You see how they are acting now. They are, sending missiles to their
Was the
neighbors
US's
and to the world.
intention? Sorry, I'm interjecting over here, but Ms. Ariella, was it only about the nuclear facility and the nuclear program? Was it not also about the regime change? Was it also not about oil?
It's mainly about the regime change from my perspective, not only the threat of the missile and ballistic threat and the nuclear program, but more the need, and it's about time that this regime, the head of the snake that has caused so much evil in the world, and only has called war and has ongoing, nurtured the proxies on his behalf. So for me, as a citizen of the state of Israel, I see this as a survival war of my country. And I'm very happy that the government, along with the US, have striked and eliminated, are trying to eliminate the full cost of the regime. At the end, it's for the people of Iran to come and change their regime. And I'm sure that in the near future, we will see that in course.